Hey guys, it's your M.K.S here. Hope everyone's doing well. Obviously, this is part 2 of my video, which I was talking about earlier, about my ideal day for Tuesdays or that sort of thing. And I talked about I talked before about how I love to think of business and banking on Tuesdays, and supporting things like Asian banks and banks generally, including from Asia and around the world, to invest in Asian entrepreneurs and things like that. So. Some reason a while back I planned like banking Tuesdays, and I dreamed that in the past I dreamed that I work with banks and all that sort of stuff. Anywho, I was thinking that I know in a lot of my videos I try and talk to about inspiring people across Asia, but I was thinking that they probably shouldn't copy my example of coming up with a list of 30 things, because a lot of people say you should focus on one thing at a time, so they probably shouldn't copy my bad habit, if you like. Anywho, I thought I'd continue with this list as I normally do, like part 1, 2 and 3, part 1, 2 and 3 and all that sort of stuff. So as I say, I hope people out there will enjoy it. And a lot of time what I want to try and do is to support and empower people, as I said, in this case from Asia, from April, May and June, people across Asia. So anyway, getting on with the list, because I don't want the video to be too long. I don't want to repeat myself, so sorry for that. But anywho, number 11, I hope to support Asian inventors, ideas people, industrialists, as I said before, Asian projects, supporting more people to become inventors, acknowledging Asian inventors and contributions to the world by people from Asia, and as I say, encouraging more people to become inventors, and people from Asia talk about what could improve their economies and things like that, and new ideas, and people encouraging people to invest in Asia, and also Asians to become inventors, not invaders, but making their money cleanly and cutting back on crime or any of those negative things. I think that covers point 11. So yeah, I'd love to encourage more people to become inventors and investors and things like that from Asia and Asian backgrounds, and support people across Asia and that kind of thing. Number 12, I hope to encourage people and inspire people from Asia generally to look at what can make them proud to be Asian, like Asians being a model minority and doing well around the world, being business people, entrepreneurs and things like that, and mentoring each other, encouraging people to mentor people from Asia, and how we can reduce poverty and encourage people from slums and orphanages and more people from different backgrounds in Asia to do well as acknowledging entrepreneurs and people like that who have already done well. And yeah, help Asian nations to reach their full potential and things like that, and encourage peace and that sort of thing. And I've been sharing some links of videos about dyslexic entrepreneurs with channels in Asia, and including on Facebook. So I hope it doesn't come across as spam, but I hope to share that information, which I hope will inspire people. And I'll not just share it with people with dyslexia or from neurodiverse backgrounds, but also share it with people from Asian backgrounds generally, so that they will treat people with from the Asian backgrounds who have learning disabilities, neurodiverse conditions, whatever you would call it, better, and see that while a dyslexic person might not be good academically, we can still be great entrepreneurs or be really successful in other fields. So I hope to share those success stories, and it's a balance, I know, between not coming across as spam, but at the same time sharing the information. Number 13, I hope people don't distract me too much. I know sometimes it happens, like someone calls me and it's really frustrating, I admit. And sometimes I do question, like, whether I do the right thing, so to speak. I don't always like to say right and wrong, but sometimes I question whether my ideas really do benefit other people, or whether I'm working well enough, or I'm being lazy, or whether I'm actually benefiting people, or just wasting time or whatever. And sometimes it can be a bit spineless, but yeah, I hope I get the right balance and do enough to help my family, but also help people from disadvantaged backgrounds. So it's quite difficult to manage time, but I hope that made sense. And as I say, I always try and think of negative 13. I don't know why, but well, I do, because of my superstitions and patterns. Sorry if I'm laughing. But yeah, so and like questioning my thoughts, but sometimes maybe I am being a bit wrong here, but I think, like, when people say you should respect your elders, sometimes I think, like, to me that's age discrimination. Like, I think we should respect each other, and in fact, if anything, I think the older generation should lead by example. I probably shouldn't have included that in number 13 because I think that's probably jinxed it. But anyway, number 14, I hope to look at how Asians can solve problems. And people say if you solve problems in business, that's how you make more money. By solving other people's problems, that's what people really want you to do, whether they know it or not. And most people don't know it, but that's what they're looking for. This problem solved, not how much time you spend on something. Like, for instance, someone pointed out that if you spend an hour playing Scrabble with someone, sorry, if someone says you want their time, would someone pay you an hour to play Scrabble with them, or would they pay you an hour? Sorry, would they pay you for an hour to spend time with them? And the answer is probably not, because what they really want is problem solved. And a lot of people say you shouldn't ask customers what they want. You should look at what they actually do buy and what they actually, not what they're saying, but what they're actually doing. Because as I say, how actions speak louder than words, I suppose. Hope that made sense. I say number 15 again. Hope to encourage Asians to reach their full potential and have higher aspirations, aim high, and look at how to set higher goals and challenge themselves and achieve more than they thought they could do, and not just from richer backgrounds, but also from poorer backgrounds. As I often say, like people from slums and orphanages, people with learning disabilities, and so forth. Number 16, I hope to look at analyze ways in which Asian economies can grow faster and continue to grow and avoid some potential pitfalls, and how they can work together more and solve, as I say, solve problems, but also look at ideas for how to empower Asia and how they can grow more, and plans and things like that. Number 17, again, I hope to use my imagination, think of ideas, and network with other people who can share ideas that I might not have thought of, and again, talk about what strengths dyslexic people have, and share things like or encourage people from Asia to watch all possible videos from, or find out as much as possible about dyslexia, such as from organisations such as the Dyslexic Advantage, Made by Dyslexia, and many other ones like that. Yale Centre for Dyslexia and Creativity. So people from across Asia to find out and learn things like that about that, so, and share with each other, and say so people will understand dyslexic students more and what they might be weak at and what they might be strong at and things like that. 18, again, hope for people from Asia to learn to think about positive things about their countries and to be inspired and encouraged. So a lot of the work I want to do is, if you can call it work, I suppose, is to try and encourage them to do that sort of stuff. And again, try and think of creative ideas and learn ideas from other people as well about that. And other people, have got, as I say, who might have different ideas to me about how we can empower people across Asia and that sort of thing. Number 19, I hope to support to see how Asia can tackle problems towards their growth and things like that, and see how dyslexic people can think outside the box and have different ways of thinking to empower the continent. And number 20, I hope to support African tech, and I hope that Africans will practice at least an hour a day in technology. And sorry for repeating myself from previous videos, but I suppose this could be like a reminder. But any countries like Russia or China or India or even the UK or the US who trade with Africa, for Africa to say that they must, in return for trade, they must train up as much people in technology as possible so that they have those skills for jobs and things like that. And I hope to encourage big tech companies to invest in Africa, and again, hope for Africans to train as much as they possibly can in tech. Sorry if I spoke really fast. I didn't want the video to be too long. Please let me know how you think I did, and any ideas or suggestions you have of how to improve, but also how to support Asia more. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and please give me any likes and share the video. I really appreciate that. Peace out.